Hey, all right, welcome back. It's Michael. I got another video for you. This is Cheap Trick. I Want You to Want Me. It's live in Budokan. And this album came out in 1978. Kiss was touring and putting out albums and touring for many years ahead of this. I'm going to say at least 5 years, 4 or 5 years ahead of this. And they were kind of, in the United States, they weren't that well known. They were kind of middle of the road, if you would. They went to do the concert at Budokan, and when they pulled into the airport, the plane pulled into the airport, they looked out and they saw literally thousands of kids, and they all said to each other, "Who's here? What's going on?" And of course, in Japan, they were there to see Cheap Trick and their arrival at the airport. So they were massive in Japan, and they didn't even know it. So this was recorded at Nippon Budokan, Tokyo, and I believe it was recorded, let me see, I think I have a date here, April 28th and 30th, 1978, the album. And it was huge for Cheap Trick. It also was huge for rock music because disco was everything in 1977, 78. And rock music was having a lot of trouble. And this album, when it was released in the United States, got a lot of airplay and kind of really paved the way, if you will, for the rock music after that, in 78, 79, 80, really for the next 10 years or so. So it's classic. It's an incredible song. Great version. This was Cheap Trick's biggest selling album. And let's take a look.
This next song is called I Want You to Want Me.
So I was going to say that this is probably early enough where Rick Nielsen didn't have a big guitar collection. He's using a Gibson, pretty plain looking Gibson. I don't know guitars that well, but I know it's a Gibson. It very well could be a vintage something that I'm not aware of, but it looks to be a pretty run-of-the-mill Gibson. Robin Zander here is using a Fender Telecaster, and those are pretty straightforward, pretty common guitars, if you will. But then I see behind them on both sides there's at least 4 or 5 guitars on each side. So I'd like to get a glimpse at what those other guitars are, especially on Rick Nielsen's side. But I haven't really seen that yet. Rick Nielsen tends to, I've seen him in concert many times. I've seen Rick Nielsen use a couple dozen guitars in a single show. And so that's why I mention it. But this is earlier in their career. Maybe they didn't have that much money. And I thought maybe he didn't have that many guitars. But I see quite a few there. Yeah, so the vocals sound great. The guitar's mixed a little bit low. I saw a glimpse of some of those guitars back there. I see a Gibson Flying V. See if I can see it again. No, I didn't go back far enough. Apologize. Yeah, here we go. There we go. We can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That looks like a Fender Stratocaster. This looks like another Gibson. This looks like a Gibson Flying V. This looks like another, I think that's another Stratocaster. And I'm not positive what that is there. But he's got a few for sure. So this says it's the official video, but I don't think this is the version that was played heavy on the radio in 78, 79, something like that. There's some guitar pieces, some lead guitar pieces that were kind of left out there. But this is straight from the Cheap Trick website, and it says official video. So maybe the version that you hear on the album, maybe they don't have video for that. I don't know. Or maybe that was remixed. Certainly that's a possibility. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you know anything. What's your favorite Cheap Trick song? Have you ever seen him in concert? That's the stuff I want to know. Leave me a comment and subscribe. I need 1,000 subscribers, and I think I have 60 now, so that's awesome. I appreciate every one of you, and I appreciate your comments. I try to respond to each one of them, so let me know what you think about this one.